So I'm really loving Pusha T's latest album, It's Almost Dry. Jointly produced by Kanye West and Pharrell, over 12 tracks, the album really does a great job of picking up on the critical success that 2018's Daytona had. Pusha T is one of the greatest rappers of all time, just off of the strength of his work with his brother Malice as the Clips. But this latest effort really stamps that out. The thing I love about this album is that it's a little unsettling, evil at times. Some of the lyrics are just downright maniacal, like peep this bar from Call Your Bluff. Some niggas play different, involve your mom, sister, aunt, niece, duct tape them all. How are you coming at the entire family's matriarchy? And that is one of the reasons why I love listening to Pusha T. There's just something about his delivery that is just unnerving, almost like he's telling a joke that only he knows the punchline to, but is definitely about you. I mean, look at how his eyes widen when he's spitting in the classic Funk Flex freestyle back in 2010. Like, look at this. This man is unhinged. So while researching for a review on this album, I stumbled across a few interviews that made everything click. First was from Vulture Mag with Craig Jenkins with actually Pusha T, and the second is from Complex from Jordan Rose with Pharrell himself. While talking to Jenkins, Pusha talks about one of the most diabolical songs in the album, the aforementioned Call My Bluff. He says, quote, Pharrell really wanted a character for Call My Bluff. He was like, I'm getting regular Pusha T. I need some character. You have to lay this differently. We were watching Joker every day while creating this project. Pharrell was like, man, this is who you are anyway. You're actually this guy. That's why you get that tone. Me saying very eerie, evil, demonic things very, very matter-of-factly. Yeah, you know what? That checks out. And in the Complex interview, Pharrell brings the whole thing home. He says, quote, for me, I've known who Arthur Fleck was all my life. It's him. That's who the fuck he is. He's really that. And he hadn't seen Joker. That's the funny thing. I had to get him to watch it. He hadn't even seen the movie. And when I got him to watch it, I was like, bro, you know this is you, right? And at first, he thought I was kidding. I had to tell him I wasn't kidding. He was watching the shit that he does, and he's like, oh, this is me. Yes, the 2019 movie Joker that was so insane that the US military had to issue a warning that incels were going to shoot up movie theaters. Starring Joaquin Phoenix, it features some amazing character acting, but the movie itself is just like I said Pusha T's earlier, unsettling. And this is what they were watching while they were making this album. And that's why so many of Pusha's verses just feel very much like they give you the heebie-jeebies. But there was one thing in particular that really stuck out, and then seeing Pharrell explain it, it totally made sense. He said, quote, literally, we really did look at Joker. We looked at it the whole time and just kept it on mute. If a beat didn't match, it didn't make it. If the verses weren't maniacal enough, it didn't make it. And if I couldn't find a good place to put his guttural laugh, because he does this thing where he laughs high-pitched in a loop. He does it until he's out of breath. He loves it, and there's nothing better than that. You see, that's evil, and that is very Joker-esque. And I totally understand why Pharrell decided to include it. And the funny thing is, when you re-listen to the album trying to point out the laughs, it actually unsettles you even more because they show up at points where he's saying things that you wouldn't say to your mother on Easter Sunday. But this is definitely good shit. I'm gonna play a couple different clips juxtaposed with laughs from Mark Hamill's Joker, Joaquin Phoenix's Joker, and the late great Heath Ledger's Joker. And I think you'll totally see the vibe that Pharrell was going for and that I kind of picked up on. In auto-tune, the dope game destroyed my youth. Smile, you know who the villain is. Just so you remember who you dealing with. You know who the villain is, bro. Your favorite rappers dressing like Comic-Con. These necklaces are different from charm to charm. Oh. It's on a couple other songs too. Let me know which ones I forgot to include in the comments. And I also feel like this is what makes Pharrell one of the greatest of all time. He finds what's great about an artist and he magnifies it to 10. And that's what we get here on It's Almost Dry. Anyways, let me know what you think. Drop a comment, like, subscribe, and let me know if you want me to do any other videos like this. I got some ideas. I would love to hear some of yours. All right? Peace.